So look, if you want to grow your wealth, your income, and increase the amount of time off, then these are the shortcuts that can help. Welcome to the Wealth Creation Podcast.
Welcome. Today is Monday. We're on a business growth show. Let's just put that banner up. Hope you're well today. I'm looking a little bit red. I've got a little bit of sunburn from this weekend, I'm afraid. I've still got a little bit of cold. Hopefully it's not coronavirus or anything like that. Just a cold, I'm pretty sure. Not been anywhere, been to see anybody. Maybe with coronavirus, but anyway, who the hell knows. But today I want to talk to you about your sales and marketing funnels, because I speak to people on a daily basis, either verbally speaking to them, or I speak to them on Facebook or LinkedIn, and I also see a lot of what people are putting out there in terms of content. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, dude, you're just kind of getting this wrong a little bit. Let me help. And they'll either accept the help or they'll tell me to jog on. And either of those is fine. But I just wanted to put this down onto a video so that you can understand the customer journey, because this is really the bit that we're talking about right now. But when we talk about marketing, when we talk about funnels, when we talk about traffic going to a website, it's like people are driving traffic back to a website. This is the first thing. Well, first thing is, people aren't even driving traffic back to a website. They're just putting content out. And I get why people are putting content out. It builds credibility. It means people get to know you, like you, and trust you. The KLT factor as well. I get all that. But what's the whole purpose of you putting content out? As well as people KLTing, knowing, liking, and trusting you, you should be driving people back to your website. And then I see people doing that. So first of all, people don't even do that. They just put content out. But then I see them putting content out and driving traffic back to the website, and I'm like, you're just sending them to your homepage. Why are you sending people to your homepage? What is the customer journey that you want to send them on? Like, for example, with me, I've got lots of different things that I do. So we've got property sourcing training, we've got a training course on how to make training courses, we've got digital content, we've got business coaching, we've got the business mastermind where you come out to Spain and 3 times a year. We've got the one-on-one work as well that we do. So we have all these different things going on. And I know that people go, well, you should just do one thing and be excellent at that. And that's really boring for me. I've never lived in a world where I can just do one thing. Imagine just eating pot noodles for the rest of your life. Imagine how depressing life would be just doing that. And that's me as well. I've got to do more than one thing. But if I just sent people back to my homepage, they would just get really confused as to where to go. Sure, on the homepage, they can, if they read through it, they can go to various points. But when you're putting content out, you've got to be putting them out onto a specific page. What's the next step that you want this person to take? And for most people, they're just driving that traffic back to their homepage, or we're just sending them to a specific page. It's got all the menu across the top. It's got lots of different things that they can do on that page. And I'm like, look, you're kind of missing the point here. And there's 2 points here, actually. The first one is traffic, and the second one is funnels, okay? The traffic is what you're driving back to your website. The funnel is where they end up on your website and what happens next. Let me say that again for absolute clarity. There's 2 parts to what you should be doing here. The traffic is what you should be driving from social media back to your website, okay? The funnel is about what you're driving them back to. So in our digital media content packages, for example, that we sell, the first one's about £500. It's solely content. We drive traffic from social media. We build up the KLT factor, know, like, and trust. And then we're driving people back to whatever it happens to be on your website. It could be a specific landing page, or it could be your homepage. That's a £500 product. The next one up is 1,500 quid. And this includes, and that price has just gone up, by the way. But this includes full landing pages and PDFs and lead magnets and, what is the customer journey? We sit with you to work out what that customer journey is, because there's no point in just having traffic from social media going back to your website. It's like, okay, what you want to do is you want to be sending traffic to a specific landing page, and the traffic has to be in alignment to the landing page. So there's no point in me going, hey, we're great at content, and then driving people back to a property sourcing trading page. It just doesn't even make sense. So we talk about property, we talk about property sourcing, we talk about property sourcing compliance, investing, and then we drive people back to that specific landing page. Then we get people to opt in, and then we send them to a page where they can actually buy the product. Okay, so there's a number of steps there. The first one is we've got to create some content. And when we create content, by the way, content just like this is content, okay? It doesn't have to be anything fancy and grandiose. I'm here in a hoodie, I'm talking, it's just you and me we're talking, okay? But then after the content is created, I need to work out where do I want the content to go. So if you look at, and I can't do it because I'm using a third-party piece of software here, not here. Let me just find it. Where am I going here? Let me go into my mastermind group, and there. Okay, so on the description of my mastermind group, for example, it says sales and marketing funnels for business growth show, sales and marketing, my experience, blah, blah, blah. And then underneath that, for full design of your funnel, including landing pages, it has got a specific link. Okay, daniellatto.co.uk/SMMA. That is me with content that you're actually watching or listening right now. Okay, so shout out to those people watching on YouTube and shout out to those people who are listening to a replay on the podcast. Thank you very much for that. But you're listening, you're taking in the content, and then we're giving you the opportunity to click the link to go to the specific page that has a specific purpose, okay? And that is to present to you the opportunity if you want to go do social media, content marketing, and sales funnels and all of that kind of thing. That's the whole point. That's the only reason we put content out. That and the KLT factor, know, like, and trust. We want to drive people to a specific thing so people are taking a specific action. And I've seen this on, for example, a year ago, I did some research on a solicitor's company that was doing family law. And we were looking at how we were going to put this company out of business, by the way, using digital content, which was quite an interesting thing to look at. But anyway, we were looking at it, and they had Google Ads, and you click on the Google ad, and it would either take them to their homepage, and then one of their competitors as well, it would take them to a page that didn't even exist on the website. And it's like, dude, you're spending loads of money on this. And your competitor, who I happen to hate, they're not doing much better of a job because of sending them to the homepage, but you're doing an even worse job because that link is sending them to a page that doesn't even exist. So we ended up working with this company and helping them to put this other company out of business. That's how all that came about. They're still in business, but we know we took a lot of business away from them. So I was quite happy with that. But it's like, why are you sending people to your homepage? And even worse, why are you sending people to a page that doesn't even exist? It could have been an accident, but how long have you been running this paid-for advertising? And you're sending people back to your homepage or no page at all? Like, that's not an accident. How long's that been going on for? So when you're thinking about putting content out, what are you doing in terms of where that content is going to go, and what is the action that you would like the person to take after consuming the content? So if you're watching this, I want you to go and sign up for our digital marketing content. That's what we want you to do. Get lots of organic content going back to a website, increase your visibility on Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter and Instagram and everything else, and drive more and more traffic back to the specific landing pages. That is how it's supposed to work. But most people are just sending people back to the homepage. And some people don't even do that. There is no call to action in the text. There's no copy. There's no hashtags. There's no headline. There's no image. People are just putting stuff on there, and they think they're putting out good quality content, and it's a picture of their food or their meal or a picture of a boat that happened to float past, or a plane that's flown past. And there's no content. There's no story. There's no context. And so the whole funnel is going to literally stop or right at the start of its journey, and the customer never gets into the journey because the customer doesn't know what to do next. The potential customer, the prospect, whatever word you want to call them, they don't know what to do next. Like, sometimes you can put content out and you can build goodwill, and I'm a great believer in doing that. Even if you're paying for paid advertising without a call to action, I even quite like that as well. Okay, I do like that. But even better is you've got to be driving content out there with a specific call to action. And then this is the next problem, okay? Some people are doing that now. And then, you know what they're doing? They're going, buy my stuff. And it's like, dude, that's not going to work. Like, you can't go out on a first date and go, yeah, we're going to have 4 kids together. We're going to call them Jeremy, Susan, Jimmy, and Bobby. You can't do that on a first date. You've got to sell the next step, which, if you're out on a first date, is usually the second date, okay? And then a third date, a fourth date, and a fifth date. And it's the same with your content and with your traffic. You've got to be dating your audience. So most people are going from, here's a piece of content, buy my stuff. That ain't going to work. It's 2020. No one's doing that. Not unless you got a thing that can turn lead into gold. You ain't doing that. People buy from people that they know, that they like, and that they trust. That's why we talk about the KLT factor. But also, you've got to be consistent. You've got to be there for a long period of time. I see people when they're starting up in content creation, and they're mad for it. They're creating loads of content, and after a week, they're burnt out. And I'm like, well, what about week 2? What about month 2? What about year 2? And they're like, oh, I haven't got time for that. It's exhausting creating content. It is. That's why we do it for you. And so they run out of oomph. And then we're not getting any results at all. And we go, that content thing, that doesn't work. No, we did marketing once. That doesn't work. Yeah, you did it once. And you didn't do it right. Because you're trying to sell on the first date instead of selling the next easy step. One of the easiest things that I do is drive people back to the Facebook group, because that's an easy sell. If you're watching this on YouTube, for example, you should come and join me on the mastermind group at daniellatto.co.uk/mastermind. Come and join me. We go live. We're live in that group right now. And we post additional content in there and additional trainings in there as well. But we're selling the next step, the easy next step. And this is where most people are going wrong, because we're going from, hey, here I am, I exist. Hey, buy my stuff. It's £1,000. It's 27 quid. It's 10 grand, whatever it is. Buy me. People are like, I don't know who you are. You've got to start pushing people down a particular sales funnel. Now, you can't wake up one morning and go, oh, that's good. I was listening to Dan. I understand that. That's a great idea. I'm just going to implement that today. Hang on a minute. Get yourself a blank piece of paper. Let's get one. Let's get yourself a blank piece of paper and draw it out. Let's draw it out. Okay, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is the customer journey. That's all it looks like. What's going to happen? Step 1 is content. Let's just say. I'm making this up on the fly, by the way. Step 1 is content. Step 2 might be sending them to a Facebook group, or it might be sending them to your website. Step 3 might be a Facebook ad retargeting ad. Step 4 might be a specific landing page for sales. Okay, sales landing page. Okay, so for example, you go, okay, step 1 is content. Step 2 might be sending them to your group or specific page on your website. Step 3, what did I say? It might be Facebook. Might be Facebook retargeting ads. Or it could be step 4 is sending them to a specific landing page. But it's not like you do this all in one go. You put out loads of content. You get people to know you. And then you add a piece of content that drives them to a specific page, maybe to take a specific action, maybe to join a Facebook group, maybe to join an email list, download this free guide I've got for you. It's a free PDF. You just need your email address. Now you're starting to get information from people, and then you can email them. It could be that then they land on a specific page, then you send them a retargeting advert. We don't like spending money on, by the way, on Facebook. We don't like spending money on advertising. I'm a tight no over that. We don't like doing it, but we do it. Not all the time, but we do it. And then you want to send them to a sales landing page. Now, that's not to say that you can't send people to a sales landing page straight off the cuff and no one's going to buy, because people actually do buy. But that is because the population is made up of 5% of people who are green, they're ready to buy. Okay, but they're only ready to buy because of all the previous content you've put out. We've been putting content out for years. My first YouTube video is shockingly bad, by the way. I think it's about maybe 7 or 8 years old. But that shows you how many videos we've put out. We've put out like 900 videos, I think it is, over the last 8 or 9 years. That's an awful lot of videos. And so the reason why we can put something out today and people buy it is because of all the work we've done beforehand. The reason why Frank Kern can go, hey, guys, I've created a brand new thing. You should come and buy it. And people buy it. The only reason for that is that Frank Kern's been doing this for 20 years. Okay? And the only reason Frank Kern can sell straight off the cuff, straight away like that, is because he's been doing it for 20 years. You replicate Frank Kern exactly the same, you're not getting the same results because you're not Frank Kern. You're not me. We've been doing this for years, and you've got to start putting content out for years. And there's no point in putting content out for week 1 or month 1 through 6, and then stopping only to find that, no, it doesn't work. That's because you're not putting it out enough. Let's just see. So Tony's just saying, and I apologize, I've got a cold, by the way. Tony's just saying, Dan's team are doing a brilliant job for our business. If you want your business to grow, we highly recommend you have a chat with Dan. Thank you very much, Tony. I appreciate that. I think I've got, let me see if I've got it still. That one? No, not that one. Oh, there it is. Okay, so the content creation starts at 497. You've got to be pushing this out, and then it's like, oh, I can't afford that, and it's like, okay, I get. Some people can't afford that. What are you going to do instead? What can you do that's sustainable over years? That's continually putting people around. Like, you think about these people. Think about the people that you know. Think about people like Gary Vee. How long has Gary Vee been putting content out? Like, dude, you can see Gary Vee's age. You can see Gary Vee age, I should say, through his YouTube videos. Like, he had more hair back then and he was less grey. And now he's all goatee and he's got, beard and not beard, but he's unshaven. That's done on purpose, by the way, because he wants to look like a hardworking blue collar guy. And that's all his branding. Okay. But he's been putting content out for as long as you and I have been watching it. Ty Lopez, exactly the same. When he realised, and he just puts out so much content. Frank Kern puts out so much content. You think of somebody who's successful and how much content they're putting out. They're putting out a shit ton of content. And now look at how much content are you putting out? A video a week, one live a week, no podcasts, maybe one image a week, and it's an image that you've seen somewhere else and you've copied it or whatever. You haven't created it. Got to be putting content after content after content, and then you've got to be driving that traffic from the content to specific landing pages. Look, that's going to do us for today, but I hope that's kind of some food for thought right there, where you're going, okay, I get it. I need to be more consistent. Consistency is the key, and when you're doing this on your own, it is impossible. You need help to do this, and that's why we've got to put it up to £500 mark. I'm going to go blow my nose. I'm also going to go play Call of Duty, by the way, because I need just to get well, and obviously for a cold, there's only one thing that cures a common cold, and that is Call of Duty, or Titanfall 2 on the Xbox, by the way. That's where you'll find me. But I hope that's useful. I hope that's like food for thought and going, okay, I get it. Okay. Let me go speak to Dan, book in a call, come and have a word, whatever it is that you need to do in order to get this up and running for you. But you need more traffic being targeted to the specific landing pages. We'll catch up with you Wednesday. We're live on the Property Cashflow Show. Come and join me for that, and we'll speak to you then. Hope you have a good couple of days, and we'll speak to you soon. My name's Dan Latto. Take care.
Hey, it's Dan here. Thank you for listening. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Please click like or subscribe to the entire podcast.